Hello, and welcome to 12-Minute Meditation, a weekly podcast from Mindful and mindful.org that offers mindfulness meditations backed by neuroscience. If you've been practicing, you know that 12 minutes of meditation a day can yield benefits like increased attention, focus, creativity, calm, resilience, and compassion. The latest scientific research supports this knowledge. So, on this podcast, we invite you to do your 12-minute practice with guided meditations from today's leading mindfulness experts. There's a new practice each week and a new way to experience some of those benefits day to day. I'm Chelsea Arsenal, and I'm the Director of Advertising at mindfulandmindful.org. Curiosity is a helpful tool for engaging with our embodied experience, including emotions like sadness, anxiety, or any other unpleasant emotion. And this week, Jud Brewer offers this simple exercise to help you shift your attitude towards what you're feeling. Jud Brewer is a New York Times bestselling author and thought leader in the field of habit change and the science of self-mastery, who blends over 20 years of experience with mindfulness training and a career in scientific research. He's passionate about understanding how our brains work and how to use that knowledge to help people make deep, permanent change in their lives, with the goal of reducing suffering in the world at large. In this practice, Jud teaches us not to push away our painful emotions, but to see and recognize those emotions with kindness and curiosity. You can subscribe to 12-Minute Meditation while you're on mindful.org or wherever you find your favorite podcast. And if you're moved to leave us a review, we'd be grateful. And so will other listeners. So your review helps them decide whether 12-Minute Meditation is for them. But for now, for you, here's Jud Brewer.
Over the years, as I've studied how habits work in the brain and ways in which mindfulness can help, I found that curiosity is a simple tool that can help us, regardless of language, culture, and background. It can help us drop directly into our embodied experience. Curiosity helps us tap into our natural capacity for wonder and interest, putting us right in that sweet spot of openness and engagement, even with difficult emotions. From this state of mind, we're more empowered to help ourselves break out of these old habit loops and build new habits of kindness and curiosity. So I'm going to walk you through a simple curiosity exercise right now. It's 6 steps. Step 1, find a quiet, comfortable place. You can be sitting, lying down, or even standing up. You just need to be able to concentrate without being distracted. Step 2, recall a recent time when you had a difficult emotion. You might even be feeling it right now. It could be anxiety, it could be feeling down or sad. See if you can remember the scene, maybe even relive the experience, focusing on what you felt right at that time. Step 3, check in with your body. What sensations can you feel most strongly right now? Is it tightness, pressure, contraction, restlessness, burning, tension, clenching, heat? Maybe a pit in your stomach or a buzzing or vibration. Simply feel in and get curious. What is most predominant right now? Step 4, notice where this sensation is in your body. Is it more on the right side or the left side? Is it more in the front, the middle, or the back of your body? Where do you feel it most strongly? Step 5. Explore what else you can feel in your body right now. If the sensation is still there, see if you can get curious and notice what else is there as well. Are there other sensations you're feeling? What happens when you get curious about those? Do they change? What happens when you really get curious about what they feel like? Step 6. Now follow this procedure over the next couple of minutes. See what's most predominant in your experience. What are the sensations? Don't try to do anything about them. Simply observe them. Do they change when you observe them? What happens when you bring a really solid attitude of curiosity? Now, one more thing. It's often helpful to check in with your attitude to see if you're truly being curious or trying to be curious. I find it helpful to simply check to see if my mind is going, what's happening in my body right now, as compared to trying to force myself to be curious. So whether it's out loud or just an inner, you can check from time to time to see if your mind is truly being curious or if it's trying to be curious or thinking too much. If you notice that you're trying or you're thinking, you can simply get curious about that. There's a thought. What does trying feel like in my body? And as you practice, whatever the challenging emotion is, simply get curious. Where do I feel it? Do the sensations change over time? Where do I feel them most strongly in my body? As we finish up, I hope this short exercise has helped you get a taste of curiosity as a way to support your natural capacity to be aware of what's happening in your body right now. Even with challenging emotions, we can bring this attitude of kindness and curiosity to our experience, moment to moment. What do I feel? Where do I feel it? What does it feel like? And each time we're naturally bringing in that curiosity. And if you've noticed that by being curious, you've gained even a microsecond of being aware of those thoughts, those emotions, those body sensations, and that you can actually be with these rather than running away from them, you've taken a huge step forward. So as you finish up, just notice what it's like right now, even taking a few moments to be curious, to be kind with yourself and with your emotions. What does that feel like? Maybe even thank yourself for taking this time to take care of yourself, and notice what that feels like as well. And as you move into the rest of your day, see if you can bring some of this curiosity with you as you go. Each moment, maybe even just taking a moment to notice when you're caught up in an emotion or when you're resisting something. And maybe drop in a little, what does this feel like? And see what happens next.
Thank you for listening to this episode of 12-Minute Meditation from Mindful and Mindful.org. I hope you enjoyed practicing with us. We'll be back in 7 days with another meditation for you.